Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be doing some heavy overclocking and seeing just how far I can push this old computer. I built this PC out of some ancient spare parts I had lying around and an ultra cheap eBay case. I can't wait to push it to the limit and play some games. This computer consists of mid-range components from around 2010 which I'll chuck up on the screen. The bits I'll be attempting to overclock are a Core i5-2500K CPU and a HIS Radeon HD5770 GPU. Hopefully I'll be able to extract some amazing performance out of this machine. As you can see, I have a nice fresh installation of Windows, and to begin with I'm going to do a few OS enhancements for maximum performance. With the Windows installation optimized and the install size cut down, I can finally get installing my GPU tuning utility of choice, MSI Afterburner, along with the benchmarking software. The CPU OCing I'll do in the BIOS later. I achieved nothing but crashes while running MSI Combuster even on stock clocks. After opening up Hardware Info 64, I could see that this was because the edge of the GPU die was at 113 degrees. Time to take out the GPU and crack it open to see what's going on. It looks like the thermal paste surprisingly isn't too bad, but it could probably do with replacing anyway. I've just got to reassemble everything now and hope that it boots. Great, it looks like I'm down to 90 degrees max on Thermal Sensor 1 after running Furmark for a while, which certainly leaves a little bit of headroom for more power. Well, after many restarts and failed overclocks, I found it to be stable at 910 MHz on the base clock and 1210 on the memory, which isn't as high as what I was hoping, but anything over causes crashes. I've set the core voltage to 1225 millivolts and the max temperature that it hits is 100 degrees with no side panel. As for CPU overclocking, well, that was a bit disappointing because this motherboard is a B75M board, so overclocking isn't supported. I managed to push the CPU up to 3.4 GHz, which is a 0.1 GHz increase over stock, which is better than nothing, I suppose. Anyway, with overclocking out of the way, let's get gaming. For recording gameplay footage, I'll be using this external capture device that I have hooked up to another PC to get the most accurate results possible. The first game I'll be playing is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which ran well on this PC at 1080p medium settings. Despite a solid average of 85 frames per second, I still wasn't able to get many kills, but I can't blame that on the computer. You may notice some screen tearing, but that's caused by my cheap capture card, and I wasn't experiencing it on the computer itself. This game really does tax the HD5770 quite heavily, so I think the overclock helps slightly. Overall, CSGO runs well on this PC, but it's not really all that surprising considering it is an esports game from 2012. Cities Skylines is next up, and while playable, it is a bit stuttery at 720p medium settings. This is likely due to the PC only just surpassing the minimum system requirements for this game. The CPU is always sitting close to 100% usage, and remarkably in this game it was the i5-2500K which was the bottleneck. During earlier moments of the game you can absolutely get away with 1080p resolution, but with my city of nearly 100,000 residents, I found myself needing to lower settings in order to get a decent gaming experience. Before I load up the next game, could you please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing? It really supports me, and this video is my most expensive yet, so I'd really appreciate it. Moving on to Apex Legends, which is definitely pushing this old graphics card to the limit. At 720p low settings, I managed to achieve a playable frame rate of 42 FPS on average. The 1% low was 27 FPS, which I saw during intense firefights, and unfortunately this isn't really enough to be competitive, but if you're more of a casual gamer then this should serve you okay. I could have chosen to drop the resolution down to a 4:3 aspect ratio, but that's certainly not ideal and rather hard to cope with. I think the biggest limitation here was the measly 1GB of VRAM that this GPU has, which is all in use all of the time. Minecraft Java Edition ran incredibly well on this PC. It consistently maintained above 120 FPS the whole time I was playing and had a high average FPS of 207. I did notice some slight screen tearing, but that's due to my monitor only having a 60Hz refresh rate. Minecraft has pretty blocky graphics anyway, so I honestly don't see the point in turning them up any further than what I have, because it's very much a point of diminishing returns, but if you did wish to, then that's an option. So, if Minecraft is all you play, then a PC like this one could serve you very well indeed. And finally, SnowRunner. This was a silky smooth experience on this computer and maintained above 40 FPS on the 720p low preset almost the entire time. The 1% low of 35 FPS was interestingly only seen during play in the first person view mode, and when the camera is located behind the car, I only once noticed it dip below 40. Despite having to lower the visuals almost all of the way, the game still looks quite impressive as it is a 2020 release, making it the newest game I'll be testing. For now, that's all the games I'll be playing on this old PC, but I'll put it through the 3D Mark V Strike synthetic benchmark to see how it goes. Interestingly, the menu screen reports my CPU as running at 5.9 GHz, which is a bit odd, but I don't think it has an effect on anything else. Saying that Firestrike lagged is an understatement. With an average frame rate of just 3.69 FPS in the combined tests, I'm certainly glad this isn't a game. My Firestrike score was 1795, which is 93 points below average. I suspect this is due to the fact that most people would have been able to overclock their CPU well above the 3.4 GHz that I managed. All in all, this computer quite impressed me considering its age in modern games. But is it worth upgrading? This computer really shows that it's important to pick the right hardware according to your needs. In some cases, the CPU was the bottleneck, and in others, the GPU. Fortunately, a PC such as this one has quite a good upgrade path. For example, I could pair a GTX 1060 6GB with this CPU and see a massive performance increase in all of the games I tested without too much of a bottleneck. The biggest issue that was consistent across all games except Minecraft was that the entire 1GB of VRAM was always in use. I think that this is the biggest limiting factor of this PC's gaming capability, and a 1060 would ensure that this would no longer be an issue with this large 6GB of VRAM. If the main use for this computer was CPU intensive tasks like video compression or machine learning algorithms, then I would suggest looking into an entire platform upgrade, as it would be a better value and more powerful solution than merely upgrading to an aging 3rd generation i7. However, the i7-3770 can still keep up in many modern use cases, and you could probably get one for just $10 to $20 after selling the i5-2500K. As for RAM, well, I would highly recommend picking up an inexpensive 2x4GB kit of DDR3 and throw that in the 2 empty slots because it's so cheap and 16GB is enough to enjoy any video game. Well, that's it for this video, so thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this style of video, and I might make some more content like this. Also, join my Discord server where you can talk to me and other viewers about cool tech stuff.